This is VOA News. Via remote, I'm Marissa Melton. The United States tallied nearly 6 million cases of the coronavirus on Sunday, according to data from Johns Hopkins University. Four Midwestern states recently reported record one-day increases in new cases: Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. That's all according to Johns Hopkins. Meanwhile, the states of Montana and Idaho say their numbers of hospitalized COVID-19 patients are also setting records. The spike of new cases can be traced to large gatherings. In Iowa, the counties that are home to the University of Iowa and Iowa State University are reporting many of the new cases. Both schools are holding some in-person classes. Other infections have been traced to an annual motorcycle rally in Sturgis, South Dakota. While the United States has the most recorded infections in the world, it ranks 10th based on cases per capita, with Brazil, Peru, and Chile having higher rates of infection, according to a Reuters tally. The United States also has the most deaths in the world at nearly 183,000, but it ranks 11th for deaths per capita, according to Reuters. Johns Hopkins University reports there are more than 25 million COVID-19 cases worldwide. The worldwide death toll stands at 844,283. India reported 78,761 new infections in 24 hours on Sunday. It's the highest single-day rise in the world since the pandemic began, while the country is continuing to open its economy. It was the fourth consecutive day that India has registered more than 75,000 infections. With a population of 1.4 billion people, India is the third most infected nation in the world, behind the United States and Brazil. This is VOA News. The mayor of Portland, Oregon, on Sunday launched a scathing attack on President Donald Trump during a news conference about the man who was shot dead during clashes late Saturday between Black Lives Matter protesters and supporters of the president. In his remarks Sunday, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler asked rhetorically, and this is a quote, "Do you seriously wonder, Mr. President, why this is the first time in decades that America has seen this level of violence?" He added, "It's you who have created the hate and the division." Witnesses said the man who was killed Saturday night was wearing a hat with the insignia of Patriot Prayer. That's a Portland-based far-right group that has previously clashed with protesters. Earlier Saturday, a rally supporting President Trump drew hundreds of trucks full of supporters into the city, some of whom shot paintball guns from the beds of pickup trucks. Protesters on the street threw objects back at them. Portland's police chief has called the violence unacceptable. Former French President François Hollande maintained on Sunday that jihadists had failed to divide the population with terror attacks in January 2015 that killed 17 people. On Wednesday, 14 people faced trial in connection with those murders, which heralded an unprecedented wave of attacks in France. They are accused of helping to prepare the killings, but 3 who disappeared in northern Syria and Iraq will be tried in absentia. Speaking to France 2 television on Sunday, Hollande, who was president at the time of the attacks, on Sunday said he feared the wave of attacks could divide the French, stigmatize Muslims, and create the same spirit of hatred that motivated the attackers. From January 7th through the 9th, 2015, gunmen attacked the satirical newspaper Charlie Hebdo in Paris. They killed policewoman Clarissa Jean-Philippe in a southern suburb and attacked a Jewish supermarket just east of the capital. 12 people died during the newspaper attack. 4 more were killed in the supermarket. Police identified all 3 gunmen, all of whom died in shootouts, and said they had coordinated their violence for the Islamic State terrorist organization. And Lebanon's ambassador to Germany, Mustafa Adib, is poised to be designated prime minister on Monday after winning the support of major parties to form a new government facing a crippling financial crisis and the aftermath of the Beirut port explosion earlier this month. Adib is set to be designated just ahead of a visit by French President Emmanuel Macron, who is prominent in international efforts to press Lebanese politicians to address the crisis. Via remote, I'm Marissa Melton. From Washington, you're listening to VOA News.